and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing some soft stretches and breathing before bed. You are more than welcome to join along or simply just relax and drift off to the sounds of light stretching and soft breathing. Before bed, I like to just gently roll out my neck like this, very soft, very gentle. I like to do this a few times to get a nice neck stretch, a little massage on the neck. Then when you get comfortable, making big circles with the nose. When I first started doing this simple stretch here of rolling the neck, I was actually a bit intimidated because it felt a little bit strange. When you start rolling out the neck, you may hear some pops, some cricks. That's completely normal. Just go really slowly. What seems to help me when rolling out the neck is making a circle, following your nose in an counterclockwise motion. And you can go in the opposite direction as well. And then I'll just stretch my neck like this. Hold for a few seconds perhaps. And I'll switch to the other side. Sometimes I'll stretch out my neck a little more if needed, depending on the day, depending on how tense I was throughout the day. Then I like to do a nice reach. Then bring the palms down to heart center. Taking a deep breath. Then I like to gently stretch from one side to the other. Perhaps reaching and stretching a little bit deeper if needed. Wiggling my fingers and windmilling it back the other side, reaching my fingers. Deep breath. Feels so nice when you can do a little stretching. Now, what I also like to do is a seated cat, where you stretch the back. Now I'm just going to stretch and reach my toes, stretching out the legs, stretching out the calves, stretching out our hamstrings. Now the other side, just gently stretching. This is so good for your body, especially right before bedtime. This helps further calm the nervous system, helps with blood flow. Then I like to get into what is called a butterfly stretch. Of course, if you decide to do any of these stretches, be very careful. Do a little flapping up of the little butterfly wings, very gently. Now just getting on all fours, just gently rocking the hips back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes I'll make a complete circle with the hips. Loosening up the hip joints, just swaying back and forth. All the while taking gentle breaths into the nose and out the mouth. Gently stretching my wrists, my forearms, Being very gentle. Big stretch here. And a big cat stretch, articulating every vertebrae. Now slowly making our way down on our bellies. Just kind of laying here for a minute. Grounding ourselves, feeling connected with the earth. Slowly getting back up on all fours and getting into a nice baby pose. This pose helps calm the nervous system. This pose helps you relax. This is what is called a pigeon pose. Stretching out the hamstrings and the legs even further. Now the other side. Now slowly just taking a few deep breaths into the nose and out the mouth. what else I like to do is I'll put my left hand over my heart, and my right hand on my abdomen, and I'll just take a few deep breaths in. And this also further helps to calm the system down. This is signaling to the body that, hey, you are safe, you are loved. I actually catch myself doing this a few times throughout the day, wherever I'm at. It doesn't bother me. I'm not worried about how others are perceiving me. If I'm feeling a bit anxious or stressed out, I'll just put one hand over my heart center and the other hand on my stomach. And I'll just take in a few deep breaths, and I'm instantly calm. It's a wonderful tool that we have. Literally at our fingertips, we have this amazing tool just to place our hands right here, letting our bodies know that we are safe. You can even do this sometimes in the bed if you're feeling scared or anxious. I like to do this sometimes too in the bed. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. And too, you're also giving yourself a little bit of Reiki, which is universal life force. You're just giving yourself universal life force energy, just giving yourself energy and love. And the beautiful thing is we all have it. We all have it. Sometimes I even like to rock a little back and forth. I think the rocking back and forth is a type of coping mechanism for when you are also feeling a bit stressed. Some may call this stimming, but it's just a natural thing we may do if we're feeling a bit anxious or stressed. I hope you sleep well.